Right, I'm making this one in orange. Hello. I've just been joined by Cuddlesworth of all fucking people. Hello, Cuddlesworth. Hello. Oh. Hello. He's the boss of this house now. Totally the fucking boss. When he's ready, he spends all day in the fucking room. And as and when I go out, he just decides which time that I go out is his time, and he follows me out. And where's he off to now? Come back upstairs, I think. He goes out the front and he comes in the back. I've been in about 20 minutes, so it's lovely. I love that. I love that he's being him, and it's like his call of the wild. He's able to sniff twigs and sniff a lot, actually. He's like a dog. He sniffs fucking everything. All the time. All the fucking time he sniffs things. Really noticed, it's like he sniffs a lot. Like both of us are sort of long-term cat owners. We've had a lot of cat interaction. We both know cats quite well. And she spotted, he sniffs, doesn't he? Oh, he really does. He really does. He sniffs. It just mooches as well, and part of his sniffing is just mooching around, just fucking looking at shit. But I took the fucking executive decision to make this here fucking video. I don't even know if the last one's uploaded yet. I wanted to make it straight away. I think I've just been sort of musing upon it. And I think the more videos I've made, the more quieter my head's got. And, there is that link. That's the last thing I discussed with Dr. Blooperty. Was that link between high emotions and fucking mental ability. Cognitive ability, whatever you want to call it. Functioning as a machine, as a biological machine, making plans and calculations. That sort of shit. It gets worse. It was my final year at uni. I remember finding that one out, actually. Doing a lot of ADHD stuff. I got diagnosed the year I started uni. I had to learn a lot. I had to learn how to learn. Didn't I, Cuddlesworth? Isn't that right, Cuddlesworth? I didn't finish. The other good thing is he does this of his own choice. He wants to come and see me. He wants to sleep in my room. Although when was it? The other night he didn't. He was following me everywhere all evening. I could not leave the room without him just fucking walking within about 6 inches of me. Wouldn't you? Follow me around. And then I went up to bed and he was like, nope. Just turned around and fucked straight off out again. I was like, I'm not leaving the door open all night. It's for you, Cuddlesworth. I think that just distracted him. The orange distracted him. And so he stayed out, didn't sleep with me. That's the first time here, definitely. I think at the last place there was never a night he didn't sleep with me. It was the time before that. So that's in 2 years, the first time that you've not slept with me. What's going on? What's wrong? But no, I wanted to make a more colourful one. I made the last Charlie Chaplin one, and I was like, I was looking at this one. I like the colours. I want it to be colourful. That was sort of kind of something that's been changing today. So I want it to be more colourful. And that was my plan, was to actually do some makeup in the morning tomorrow, and then make one in orange, and then see what the makeup looked like. My original plan was to put loads of makeup on, but then shoot it in that cookies and cream black and white, so it's like a stage back from Charlie Chaplin, but then I'd be all glistening. I'd have really glossy lips. High time. And then I could pretend I'm a girl, which is what most men want to fucking achieve in life, to be fair. Fucking good at being a bird, mate. You're as fucking good at being a bird as I fucking am, you cunt. Fucking way better bird than you. Fuck off, you are. Do you know how women say, oh God, can you imagine if men had periods? You'd never... Fuck right off. Men would want to prove how little they were fucking bothered by fucking periods. Actually, that's what they'd say. Or they'd have competitions about them. I think Ben Elton did that gag actually, so I won't redo it because I basically would just be redoing his gag. Anyway, what the fuck am I talking about? Men having periods. So I might as well. It's monkey mentality. I just talk about a fucking pretty little girl and a fucking beautiful bitch within that live inside a man but are a man. But I'm still a fucking man. Don't you dare call me a drag queen or a cross-dresser. I'm a straight man. You're the ones that need to change here. Drop that. There's a man and then there's these versions of man, but that's a man. That's what you're doing and that's what I'm attacking. That's my real fucking purpose for it. It's not. I'm just a fucking petulant asshole. And I fucking hate society. And I like doing controversial shit as well. But that's nothing to do with why I dress like this. Nothing to do with it. It was just, it became more and more a thing I was more comfortable with and had to do. The more mad I went. But I can remember just get like, it bled into my normality. I remember a girl at uni saying, like, when we were doing a presentation, and they were saying, should we dress up like professional? Because you know, you get a couple of marks for presentation, you know, sort of for what it's worth kind of thing. But they said, you know, it doesn't have to be sort of full like healthcare uniform and name badge and all that shit. And so they were like debating it, and the girl went, have you got any like normal jeans? Because my jeans all did have like big letters all over them and shit like that. Do you know what I mean? I would wear grey tops and whatever, but it's like I always had to have big loud statements on my clothes. And that just got stronger and stronger. And then I just started to get more and more bored of my plain clothes. To the point where I threw a load of them out. I got fucked off with places where I had to wear certain things. And like, I went home and got changed one night because they wouldn't let me in somewhere, and what I'd got changed into wasn't suitable. And I was like, well, I'm out. Well, fuck you then. I'm not coming in. Quite frankly, literally, fuck right off. There's nothing wrong with what I was wearing. It was pushing the rules, but it was within the rules. It was within the rules. The rules were shoes and shirt. I had a shoes and fucking shirt. It doesn't say fuck all about jeans. I wasn't called Crispin or Tarquin or fucking... I can't think of anything insulting enough. Or funny, actually. It wouldn't have been funny. That's the main reason. But, you know, Benedict High. There's fucking places like that. Unless you're called Benedict. That's how the fucking bouncers, like, check you out. They just go, yo. And if you reply, like, properly, then you're in. I fucking hate posh cunts. I fucking hate them. I fucking hate them. They are one of the worst lot for fucking judging an appearance and applying a dynamic to applying a paradigm. It looks like an urchin. And that's what I fucking hate people who do that. For entertainment. You get people who do that. They sit there and they fucking talk about other people, how they look. For entertainment. I mean, I'm a piss-taking cunt. I know this. I know people. Suddenly heard myself say that and thought, mate, people that know you. And yeah, I do. I am a piss-taking cunt. But not in the way that I see snobs doing it. The way they really apply their snobbery in their daily lives. They're disgusting scumbags. They look down on. I look down on them. I'm not really an inverted snob, because inverted snobs are just as bad. I just fucking hate people who look down on someone because they're dishevelled or unfortunate people. Fucking, I hate it. It literally makes me want to beat them ugly. Do you know what I mean? Really beat them so they've never looked the same again. Don't kill them. Just really fucking rework their face. Pound that shit. Beat them ugly. Be ugly for forever then. But that's not nice. Not nice. Is it Cuddlesworth? He's finally sort of settling. Yeah, but no, but yeah, but no, but yeah. It's nice. I just like I'm talking to someone. I might even make another one, and I might even do what I did a few times. Just fucking make a load of them. And there's about 10. that will never get seen and I can't get them back. There was a whole series that I never even fucking aired. Just wanted to make it. I need to keep fucking up with my advice. Literally, do this, do what I'm doing. You don't have to put it on YouTube. Talk about your shit and watch yourself talk about it. It's extremely therapeutic. Sometimes knowing that other people have seen it might help. That might be Rooney coming back. It's about time. What is it? Oh, it's where. But I think this is, it's the therapy of actually spitting it. Like for me right now, it's like I'm talking to someone, and it's given my brain an actual focus and a direction, rather than just the fucking chaos that it becomes when I try and have a linear thought, a practical thought. But this is kind of working as an outlet. But then it works as watching it back is therapeutic. We did it in therapy. We did the unsent videos. They didn't have the desired effect, but that's not to say they don't work. I think it's like a lot of therapies. Not every therapy works. The same people, the same amount of time, to the same level, or for as long. Lots of people relapse with this kind of shit. All that shit. So there was definitely a therapeutic benefit to it, and there's a therapeutic benefit to doing it in this way. Definitely. Just describe something that you fucking get frustrated with about mental health, and then watch yourself talk about it, because you get a very different view of yourself. If you were talking to yourself, you'd keep your eyes on yourself. You talk naturally, look around the room, and you'll see yourself as. I found myself less annoying when I would just watch myself talking. I was like, I'm not as much of a prick as I think, actually. And sometimes I look at myself and think, if I met him at a party, I'd think he was all right, actually. I always used to think if I met myself, I'd think he was a fucking prick. I think most people would. But it gives you a good perspective. It's similar in fact to kind of like NLP kind of stuff. That's the sort of stuff they do in NLP. They do different viewpoints, standpoints. Kind of like in psychodrama, when they but it forces you to change the perspective. Like in psychodrama, you say, right, you're playing the part of your mum, and you're playing the part of yourself, and then you're about to start talking as you. So when they go, stop, switch roles, boom. And now you've got to do it as the other person. And imagine what the other person would be saying and would be responding. So in doing these, you get an element of that. It's a similar principle. Again, it's the principle of objectivity. Not looking at it, living it, experiencing it at the time, but watching it as if it's somebody else. The brain is even similar to mirror therapy and neurotherapy. When you look at a mirror and it looks like your left hand's doing it, so then you try and do it with your left hand, and it tricks your brain. It's all the same sort of thing. Looking at it objectively. Okay, it's not that similar to mirror therapy, but you do. It's anyone who struggles with this shit, and I'm fairly certain most of my subscribers are people who struggle with this shit. Which I've always said is not a shame, it's brilliant. But it's a shame that the people who need to hear this shit aren't listening. But they wouldn't listen, because they already know. That's the thing, they already fucking know. But anyway, it's there's a hell of a lot of therapy in it. Do it. You don't have to put it on YouTube. Like, my experience tells me if you do put it on YouTube, you'll shit yourself. But then you think, well, nothing's happened. I don't know. A lot of people think I'm very ballsy for the stuff I do on YouTube. I'm at that point where I think I've been humiliated enough times. I've hated myself enough times. I've felt like the biggest loser in the fucking world. Had that fucking reflected back to me. I have had many a public fucking humiliation, actually. Many a public fucking witch hunt and all sorts of shit like that. You get to the point where you think, well, fucking ever, mate. It's made me fucking a little bit stronger than the oversensitive cunt that I actually am. You're a little bit edgy, aren't you? Just a bit of fucking Cogsworth at the end here. Yeah, a little bit fucking edgy. This is him. This is him. This is what he does. And this is what I do. And I think I'm going to say no.